So, a very warm welcome to all you wonderful listeners of Plus 91 Media. This is our 19th EduLeaders Summit and Awards happening in Bangalore. Welcome to our podcast session at the event, Talking Education, one of our unique podcast channel which is only talking about education. And today we have with us one of the most renowned personalities of Bangalore, Mr. Chirag Aggarwal, who's the founder for CDC Kids, a premium brand for early childhood education. Welcome to the 19th EduLeaders Summit, Mr. Chirag. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me here and hosting such a brilliant gathering for us educators. I'm sure a very good, a splendid platform to be a part of, to connect with people all around the world and the globe. So pleasure to be here.
Chirag sir, I really have one very very important question for you, because you're dealing with one of the most important years in the in a person's life, that is early years, and you're giving them the education there, and our topic for today, or the complete theme of the conference, is talking about skill education. So how important do you think is the role of early childhood players in the market, in the Indian education market, in developing those skills, and how you are doing it in your schools? I know the question is a very detailed question, but I would love to hear from you on the topic, sir.
Sure. I think talking about skill development, it is very very essential, and from the early years, I think early years is one of the most neglected segments in the education industry. Lately, yes, after the NEP has recognized, it's more like an orphan has got parents now to raise it. So that's how it is going on. But I think skill development at the earliest levels is essentially very very important for kids of the very young age. Reason being, kids of the earliest ages, that is below the age of 6, are able to take up anything and everything. They're like water. You put it into any container, it'll take the shape. So if we want to shape little minds, or if we want to bring up well skilled individuals in future, it's better to start off as soon as possible. So if we start off at the earliest years, of course, yes, we can create a bigger impact.
Absolutely. In fact, I was earlier talking where, very conveniently, the education system that was presented to us, we always had that culture where a cobbler's son became a cobbler because of the skills that he passed on to his child. And it was very conveniently taken away by the name of child labor or anything. I don't say child labor is a good practice, but I think that bestowment of skills, whether it is a cobbler, whether it is a sari maker, whether it is a pottery maker, so how important the fine motor skills do you think is passing on from one generation to other? How important do you think that is, and are we doing something on that front as well to engage the students, especially in the early years?
Yes, of course. We've been doing a lot of things in this space in order to make kids independent. So what I feel is these skills and these gross and fine motor development that is required in every child is very very essential to make the child independent in future. So as an example, if I talk about, we've been doing a lot of activities based around it. We have a subject called EPL, or Exercises of Practical Life, which is a regular subject as a part of our learning process at all our schools. And we do a lot of learning in terms of life skills, in terms of things like, it may be as simple as buttoning up a shirt. That's taught to kids. Tying shoelaces on their own. Maybe small artistic skills like, as you mentioned, a potter comes in, there's a group of children learning how to make small pots. So it might not help them like right now, but there's a lot of indirect learning which the child is going through when all these activities are performed. So I feel that's how it is, and it's going important.
And I feel you're doing a commendable job in the segment, Chirag sir. And thank you so much for joining us for the event. Any good words that you would like to share about our Plus 91 Media 19th EduLeaders Summit? I can't believe still that we are on the 19th event, starting just a couple of years back. So anything that you would like to say to us?
Absolutely, it's always been a privilege to be associated with Plus 91 Media and of course with your team. Commendable that you've been. I've seen your brand grow from the first ever summit, and today we are at the 19th one. So hats off to you guys for organizing, for bringing together everyone from the industry. So yeah, hats off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chirag sir. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.